Okay, I'm starting all over because with a new live stream because something happened. I don't know what happened. Some people said some things, and I don't know what the heck happened. We back because we didn't finish watching the hot dog stream. I don't know why nobody was seeing it. I don't understand that. Let me check something else a minute before we There's something going on here. I don't know what's going on. Let me check something else a minute. Maybe just saying shit and nobody's interpreting it right. I don't know. I think people are just sick of other people. I don't know what's going on. At first, it was going to be hot. At first, it was going to be um thinking. At first, it was going to be a music stream, but that didn't go very well because I needed to. Yeah. So, anyways, let's begin by hot dogging. Yes. Okay. All right. Do you see this? I don't know what Spear was talking about. I already said hi to everybody. Anyways, it don't matter. So, anyways, because it ain't no strutting stream anymore. There's no music here. We're just gonna watch some hot dogs.
Hot dogs are as American as apple pie. But unlike apple pie, hot dogs in the U.S. can range from being as plain as a steaming wiener on a bun to one that features all the glories of bacon, beans, onion,
Man, I said the wrong shit, but anyways.
salsa, and cheese. Today on Weird History Food, we're covering the most distinctive dogs in the United States. But before we chop onions and squirt the mustard, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History Food channel. Then leave a comment and tell us what other popular food styles you would like to know more about. Okay, grab some mustard and onion and settle in for this mouth-watering tour of Dogtown, USA. New Yorkers
I didn't say anybody was sus.
love their dirty water dogs and look for the signature Sabrett blue and yellow awnings throughout the city. Like many dogs, these are known for their all-beef meat and natural casings. What makes the New York wieners unique, though, is that they're boiled in vats of spiced water. The casual onlooker, the vats may appear to be swimming with dirt and stank, hence the name. In reality, the water is seasoned with spices and aromatics like red pepper, onion, nutmeg, cumin, and vinegar. While some connoisseurs declare ketchup verboten on a dog, these vendors sometimes add it and or tomato sauce to the simmering wiener bath. Vendors serve the...
What was that? I heard a ghost. No wonder this live stream ain't working. No wonder you're interpreting things wrong. There's an evil spirit in this house. Dang it. No, I don't mean you, spirit. I mean, there's a ghost. Your evil twin, probably. Sorry that you thought I was making friends. I'm just, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Anyways, I guess somebody hated the hot dog because ghosts. Are ghosts afraid of hot dogs? Are they scared of hot dogs? Everybody, if you need them, just buy a hot dog because that'll scare the heck of a doggone hot dog.
Franks on doughy buns, which soak up the flavor. Toppings include ketchup, mustard, sauerkraut, and tomato onion dressing found only in New York City.
I'm not trying to do whatever, spirit, whatever you just said. I'm just saying that just to be sure they don't. I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Coney dogs hail from New York's Coney Island. You probably didn't used to tell you that. But immigrants coming through Ellis Island who encountered Coney Island hot dogs put their own unique spin on the recipe as they settled throughout the country. Take, for example, William Bill and Constantine Gust.
Yeah, let's just have a good time. I don't know why nobody's having a good time right now. I'm trying to watch this hot dog stream with you, but our hot dog video, but everybody's just acting weird in the chat for some reason. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Oh.
Keros, who migrated to America from Greece and enjoyed Nathan
Thank
Handwerker's
you,
famous
Naomi.
Franks on Coney Island before making their way to Detroit. The duo opened American Coney Island
I'm not taking chance seriously. Don't worry about it. There's some things I do tell truth or lies, so don't worry about
in
it.
Detroit in 1919, paying homage to the food that inspired their restaurant and technically claiming rights to the first Coney dog. To give their product a distinctive flavor, the brothers topped the dogs with Greek meat sauce, a beanless chili that became a standard garnish. Bill and Gus started their business together, but a feud split the restaurant in two. Stories differ on how and when the feud began, but the disagreement ended up creating a fiery Frankfurter competition. Side-by-side restaurants exist in Detroit.
We call that evil spirit, spirit's twin brother.
To this day. The hot Texas wiener doesn't hail from the Lone Star State, but rather from Patterson, New Jersey, E before I being the preferred wiener spelling in these parts. It's been around since 1924, when someone known only as an old Greek gentleman opened a hot dog counter in downtown Patterson, apparently to test versions of his spaghetti sauce as a hot dog topping. He eventually found the ideal combination of ingredients, cementing the recipe's local stature. But no one recalls who the gent was or why he chose to name his specialty after another state. Maybe in the Patterson 1924 Texas sounded spicy and exotic, almost like a whole other country. The dish consists of an all-beef frank, blanched briefly in hot oil before finishing in another vat. Cooks then lay the wiener on a bun and top it in strict order with spicy mustard, chopped onions, ground beef chili sauce, tomatoes, more onions, and
what's
a
up,
secret
Michael
spice
B?
blend.
You're new. I mean, you're new to this stream, but other streams you're not. That's fine.
In a city of divisions, North Side, South Side, Cubs versus Sox,
is
craft
fine,
beer versus old style. There is a broad agreement on one thing.
you're not. Don't
Chicago-style hot dogs feature a Vienna beef wiener on a poppy seed bun. Vendors follow a strict layering order when it comes to toppings, dressing the dogs with mustard, followed by a neon green relish, chopped raw onion, sport peppers, sliced tomatoes, a pickle spear, and
OG. Don't worry about it. You're fine, Michael B. Don't worry.
Chicagoans never put ketchup on their dogs. Do not ask. You will be mocked.
Nobody, I mean nobody puts ketchup on a hot dog.
So for lunch in the Windy City, you and your chum can celebrate friendship and camaraderie over a couple of ketchup-free dogs. But at dinner time, the ceasefire ends. Will it be deep dish or tavern-style pizza?
All right.
No one knows the origin of the term half in Washington, D.C.'s famed half-smoked hot dogs. Some claim it stems from the sausage's half-beef, half-pork composition. Others believe it's because cooks traditionally slit the wieners down the middle before grilling. So half and half not. Divisions over the origin of the DC dog's name aside, locals and experts agree it's more than just a regular chili dog. DC Franks are spicier and smokier, more flavorful than a run-of-the-mill dog. They also find their way into a splendid breakfast sandwich, the half-smoked egg and cheese, served by Weenie Beanie since 1954.
The circumcised hot
staple of
dog!
Ben's chili bowl, which propelled the dish to international acclaim. Celebrity diners like Dave Chappelle and the late Anthony Bourdain loved the distinctly DC dish, accelerating its popularity. Clevelanders take pride in their Polish boy hot dogs, considering them a hometown delicacy. Kielbasa, coleslaw, fries, and barbecue sauce on a tasty bun. From there, restaurants around CLE add their flourishes, making the Polish boy a truly unique experience. Looking to try the original? Visit Banter's Polish Boys, where they serve house-made barbecue sauce on a traditional Ohio kielbasa. Setty's Polish Boys have been featured by Food Network stars and appeared on the list of Michael Simon's best things I ever ate. And if a single Polish doesn't satisfy, some restaurants serve their boys with a side of chicken wings, beef brisket, or chopped pork. Now, if only they could fit all that on a dog. The hot dogs served at home barbecues and on camping trips in Maine are crimson, like alarmingly so. Known as red snappers, the beef and pork franks are dyed red before going into a
I got a
natural
hot dog.
casing that delivers a signature snap when bitten. So yeah, just to clarify, they are supposed to look like that. Instead of nestling into a typical side split bun, red snappers are served in top-loaded buns, like New England lobster rolls. The flat bottom design allows red snapper to stand up more easily, and the buns are great for buttering or toasting. Traditionally, snappers are best served with potato salad, French fries, or New England's Humpty Dumpty chips.
Humpty Dumpty? What's that got to do with chips?
Cincinnati's signature hot dog stands out due to its topping of distinctive skyline chili. Immigrant Nicholas Labrinidis brought the recipe to the U.S. from his hometown of Pastoria, Greece. Named after Labrinidis' Skyline restaurant, the chili's ingredients include Worcestershire sauce, cumin, paprika, vinegar, cloves, and the secret ingredient that lends a sweet tang. The Labrinidis family keeps mum, but many speculate the ingredient is cinnamon, allspice, or nutmeg. Come on, Labrinidis family, we know we're close. Some Cincinnati dog lovers used to think the recipe included cocoa powder, but Skyline shot down that theory by declaring that people allergic to chocolate need worry about having a reaction. Not everyone in Cincinnati embraces their city's version of the dish, and some question whether the topping is even chili at all. Hopefully, these naysayers find solace in the Skyline dog's other garnishes, mounds of shredded cheese and diced onions. Southern Arizona is known for its Sonoran hot dogs, a riotous hybrid of Mexican and American flavors that the locals love, comprising bacon-wrapped sausage nestled inside a bolillo's
video says that you should love Bob.
style bun. The dogs are griddled on a flat top, allowing the fat to crisp and seal the bacon to the length, then smothered with pinto beans, tomatoes, green salsa,
Bob.
grilled and raw onions, mushrooms, guacamole, and shredded cheese. The dish was popularized by ravenous college students. Yeah, it sounds like a hangover tonic. It became so sought after that in one 2015 survey, more than 200 vendors had the dog on their menu in Tucson alone. This iconic sausage is said to have originated in the early 1930s, when Tony Paco, the Hungarian-American owner of a sandwich and ice cream shop in Toledo, Ohio, took a thick Hungarian sausage called a kolbász.
All right, getting towards late night. It's where I live, it's 1:06 on the clock, but we're still going to watch this until it's done with, so stay tight.
And sliced it in half lengthwise. The result was similar in size to a standard wiener. Paco served the dog on a sausage roll topped with his spicy chili sauce and put it on the menu for a nickel. The creation was a hit and helped Tony and his wife, Rose, open the original Tony Paco's restaurant in 1935. The Paco profile grew more prominent over the years. In 1972, actor Burt Reynolds stopped for dinner and famously autographed a hot dog bun.
I don't think you're ugly or stupid. Don't worry about Naomi.
Starting a tradition that blossomed into Tony Paco's wall of autographed hot dog buns, with signatures from Jimmy Carter to George Carlin. The show MASH also helped Paco's popularity with Corporal Klinger, played by native Toledoan Jamie Farr, who would mention Tony Paco's in seemingly every episode. Today, at any of several Toledo area locations, you can get a Paco's original topped with mustard, onions, and famous sauce for $4. Shredded cheese extra. Rhode Islanders are proud of their hot wiener, and honestly, in the right mind wouldn't say the same thing. They consider it as much a culinary staple as cheesesteaks are to Philly. Weenie joint owners across the state agree that the dish originated at the original New York System Eatery at 424 Smith Street in Providence. While many other hot dogs contain a mixture of processed ingredients, hot wieners contain only beef, pork, veal, spices, and a single preservative. Homestead Baking Company of East Providence almost single-handedly supplies buns to all Rhode Island. No matter where Link lovers go in the Ocean State, ordering a hot wiener all the way always includes a steamed bun, signature frank, mustard, meat sauce, celery salt, and onions. While Alaska's reindeer dogs are trendy,
Remember, do not call it wiener all the time. Just call it a hot dog. For Pete's sake, that joke's getting really old.
Not composed of the meat of a particular hooved mammal that may or may not pull Santa's sleigh. although we can't totally rule it out.
They make their hot dogs out of reindeer. They killed Rudolph to make some hot dogs? Whoa there. They shot Rudolph. They shot Bambi's mom.
Meat from the caribou,
made her into a hot dog.
the North American term for wild reindeer. These franks also contain pork and beef. Local eateries serve them with Coca-Cola deglazed onions, cream cheese, and mustard. Sometimes patrons add ketchup and relish. Although native to Alaska, the reindeer links are so beloved that versions can be found in other cities, including Denver and Portland.
Very, very weird.
Despite its name, the Texas Tommy was invented in Pottstown, Pennsylvania in the 1940s. Apparently another Lone Star wannabe. The dog is grilled over medium heat and contains a slice of bacon, pepper jack cheese, and peppers inside a toasted or warmed bun. Additional acceptable condiments include ketchup and mustard, and adventure seekers can even get a hitched version, which features macaroni poured on top, because the best dogs do sound like a dare. The Italian hot dog, served on thick pieces of pizza dough bread instead of a traditional bun, has its roots in Newark, New Jersey. Italian hot dogs are all beef, made with a natural casing and served with cooked peppers, onions, and fried potatoes. Cooks cut the pizza bread into quarters, making the dish more like a sandwich than a regular hot dog. Then they stuff the bread with 1 or 2 sausages along with veggies. Although traditionally used sparingly, mustard, red sauce, or even ketchup qualify as condiments. Foodies can find the Italian dog all over Newark. But according to a local who has eaten the dish for more than 60 years, there are only 3 spots where a connoisseur can find authentic versions: Dickie D's, Jimmy Buff's, and Tommy's Italian sausage and hot dogs.
Cannibalism. Yeah, you're right.
It's possible to find delicious meat in tube form, as Anthony Bourdain used to describe it, all over hot dogs.
They said puke! They said Hawaiian puke! Whoa there! I'm not going to puke on a hot dog. What are you saying there? Whoa there! Hawaiian puke.
It's possible to find delicious meat in tube form, as Anthony Bourdain
get the Hawaiian puke.
used to describe it, all over the Hawaiian Islands. One example, the distinctive puka dog, typically includes a skinless Polish sausage or vegetarian link covered in a secret lemon garlic sauce. Instead of a traditional bun, puka dogs are inserted into a bun-sized bread loaf with a hole in one end. Cooks use special pronged toasters to crisp up the inside of the bread so that the outside remains fluffy and fresh. If hot dog lovers want toppings beyond
Hawaiian puke. So this is so funny to watch.
Lemon garlic sauce, they can sample the signature Hawaiian mustard or fruity and or spicy relishes. Bourdain himself visited the puka dog location in the Waikiki International Marketplace in the No Reservations Hawaii episode. New Jersey claims more than a half dozen original hot dogs, but the Ripper is one of the most unusual. Royal and Anna Rutt invented the dog for the roadside venue Rutt's Hut shortly after it opened in 1928. The hot dogs fry in hot oil until their natural casings burst. The boiling oil further cooks the frank inside, creating unique crispness that permeates the entire sausage. We're generally a fan of any food you can just deep fry until it explodes.
Wiener explode. Always danger dogs. Yeah, danger dog.
Street dogs are among the most popular vendor foods in Los Angeles. Patrons love visiting the carts to grab a bacon-wrapped frank after a night of clubbing, although cops and health officials aren't nearly as enamored of the food carts.
You know, it's too bad there's screwballs like that loose on the streets.
Nicknamed danger dogs or dirty dogs, these links are sometimes sold by unlicensed vendors who leave the uncooked bacon out for hours in the SoCal sun. Bacon that is then wrapped around wieners and griddled.
Yeah,
the dogs are served with toppings like caramelized onions. Despite the risk of food poisoning, danger dogs remain an LA staple. In addition to caramelized onions, patrons can add grilled bell peppers and jalapenos to their bacon spiraled street meat.
Ketchup. Nobody eats ketchup anymore. You're killing tomatoes if you eat ketchup. Why did you eat it with ketchup?
recall the origin
It's always about Italians and Mexicans when it comes to hot dogs.
of the corn dog, a meat in
Corn dog! A corn dog!
a tube form mystery. Dipped in cornmeal batter and deep fried,
Yeah.
the hot dog on a stick is a staple of state
Oh,
fairs
that's a
and
big
carnivals
one.
nationwide. It's been around for less than 100 years, but the greasy, convenient wiener with a handle tastes so good that everyone wants credit for it. Did it originate at the Texas State Fair in the late 1930s or early 1940s? At the Pronto Pup Fountain Shop in Portland, Oregon in 1941? The Cozy Dog Drive-In in Springfield, Missouri in
The
1946?
Great Tomato Slaughter 1882.
The list of corn dog claimants is long, but one undisputed fact is that a single bite of this corn-robed fella, dripping with ketchup and or mustard, will take you back to your first state fair. Hopefully you aren't afraid of carnies. Or
Corn
clowns.
dogs in your butt. Why'd you eat corn dogs in your butt, Roots? What the heck is that all about?
The state of New York is home to a 3-restaurant Hudson Valley chain, Hot Dog Charlie's, which serves 3-inch mini hot dogs. The chain also creates its own miniature buns, making the large windowed diners a local novelty. The trademark topping is chili, but you can also get onions, relish, ketchup, mustard, or sauerkraut. The chain also serves hamburgers, clam rolls, fried fish, and French fries covered in melted cheese and topped with bacon, all of which are in non-miniature form.
Roots sure likes them hot dogs so much. Yeah.
Carolina dogs feature a sausage unique to the region. While they don't taste much different from standard hot dogs, their distinctive color sets them apart. Produced by Brightleaf, the North Carolina-based food
You saw that? What the? Don't even show it.
brand, the pork and beef wieners are
This hot dog showed his real wiener. I tell you. But bunch of Roots like that shit. Roots would actually like to this hot dog up. Fuck it up.
electric pink due to a secret blend of seasonings. The most popular way to serve a dog in the Carolinas is with a load of creamy coleslaw. The slaw sits atop a spicy beef chili, helping balance the heat as it adds flavor. Carolinians usually finish their dogs with a drizzle of mustard.
You see that gay hot dog statue? Let's go back and try to find it again. That might get me popped for nudity. That statue. Where is it? Okay. Look at
North Carolina-based food brand, the pork and beef wieners are electric pink due to a secret blend of seasonings. The most popular way to serve a dog in the Carolinas is with a load of creamy coleslaw. The slaw sits atop a spicy beef chili, helping balance the heat as it adds flavor. Carolinians usually finish their dogs with a drizzle of mustard. Hot dog enthusiasts don't have to travel to the Carolinas for the experience, however. Pink dogs from Brightleaf can be ordered for delivery nationwide. Dinglewood Pharmacy in Columbus, Georgia, turns its quirky scrambled dog concoction.
You hear that, Dinglewood Pharmacy? What?
Into a local favorite. Since 1918, the diner has served chopped
You know
wieners,
what Dingleberry is, right?
chili, pickles, oyster crackers, and cheese scrambled together on a hot dog bun in a dish. Popular toppings include white onions, yellow mustard, jalapenos, and sour cream. The pup isn't just popular among Columbus natives. It also had the top spot on a Major League Baseball list of best hot dogs by region. It was a favorite of President Jimmy Carter, and it's been served at weddings and formal events in Saudi Arabia and Florence, Italy. See, hot dogs are perfect for any occasion.
Let's go back to that hot dog guy. You see this thing?
North Carolina-based food brand.
It looks like Root's boyfriend. What gay boyfriend for Roots? Look at this. This is Root's anime waifu. I don't know what the fuck is this. Why is this? There's a big statue of a giant wiener.
Perfect for any occasion. They're the no jacket required of food.
This is getting really crazy. Bagel dogs. They don't look like a bagel, but it looks pretty good.
The city credits former Seattle native and bagel vendor Hadley Long for popularizing this distinctive version of a hot dog.
Oh, God, look at this guy's face. Oh, no, he's going to do some crazy shit. It looks like his face. He looks like the face of a criminal, a terrorist, or a serial killer. Look at his dumb face.
One with a slather of cream cheese. Customers began requesting he serve Franks along with his specialty.
Yeah, Roots loves Chicago dog.
Bagel sticks, which were bagels or bialys shaped roughly
This is like heaven for Roots.
like hot dog buns, with a spread of cream cheese. So he eventually obliged. He started serving bagel dogs topped with cream cheese, grilled onions, and jalapenos outside bars and clubs in the evenings. They became a hit, and patrons swarmed the stand for what had become one of the city's top 10 things to do. Soon after, carts across Seattle began selling the local specialty, many substituting standard.
Wait, whoa, was that mayonnaise? What's going on here?
Become one of the city's top 10 things to do. Soon after, carts across Seattle began selling the local specialty, many substituting.
It was mayonnaise. Who puts mayonnaise on hot dogs? How many of you put mayonnaise on hot dogs? I don't know.
Shooting standard buns for the bagel sticks.
Yeah, it's never mayonnaise. Philly combo.
Fish cakes on hot dogs have a long
Not a wiener. It's not a hot dog. It's a combo.
history in Philadelphia, though these days it's a bit of a throwback. John Dan's, owner of the city's most popular fish dog combo spot.
Fish dog? What is that? What is that? Mayo on hot dog sounds nasty. Well, this is more nastier because this is a fish hot dog. What is that?
Reports that
Like fish tacos. What is that? I don't understand it. What's the deal with fish? No wonder Catholics think that fish is not meat.
mainly old-timers and some adventurous younger folk order the dish. The tradition of topping dogs with fish cakes, a cod potato blend,
That's what it is. Fish cakes. Okay. Whatever.
began in 1895 and evolved over the years as local eateries added
Whoa,
their spin.
that was good.
The most typical additional topping is pepper hash, made from cabbage, chopped red bell peppers, and apple cider vinegar. Onions and brown mustard also usually make an appearance. Hot dog lovers can get an authentic Reuben dog, a spin-off from a classic Reuben sandwich, only in Kansas City. Originally created for Kauffman Stadium, home of the Kansas City Royals in Missouri, Reuben dogs can also be found in the city of the same name across the state line in Kansas. As its name suggests, a Reuben dog boasts corned beef, sauerkraut, melted cheese, caraway seeds, and a load of Thousand Island dressing.
Did you just say heroin seeds? Is that even edible? It just said heroin seeds.
So what
Oh, well, just a drug. It used to be pain medicine. I guess you can eat it too on a hot dog.
do you think? Which of these dogs is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, check out some of these other videos from Weird History Food.
You're damn right. It's weird history food. All they talk, they keep saying hot dogs are wieners, and they hot dogs are not wieners. What's going on here? Hot dog weenie. A weenie. Rich likes the hot dog. He wants that hot dog in his face. They serve hot dogs they cook hot dogs at gay bars that Roots Calhoun goes to. All right, that's enough. That goes on and on and on and on. Wiener bag, yeah. The strip club called the Wiener Bake. Yeah, they will bake them wieners. Oh no! What the fuck is that? I clean my ass with a toothbrush. That's gross. You see that shit? I'm not kidding you. They post this shit on the internet. But Roots Calhoun, he would do the same thing. He cleaning his ass with a toothbrush, it says. How many of you think this song is copyright? Can I show this song a minute? I don't know. Meth Head Love. What the? Oh my God. That's funny. Here's a popcorn Mountain Dew. I don't know. There's. Man, that preacher really hates Donald Trump for some reason. There's Super Mario Coca-Cola. What? Ulterior motives on the Super Mario 64 sound font, but the moans are there. What is what? 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 Why Coca-Cola in my Super Mario 64 when it's moaning? God horses. Giant horses. That's cool. Should we watch that instead of Coca-Cola Super Mario? Oh wait, there's a Giga Truck. You should see that the last night's stream. There's dinosaurs and Titanic horses. Yeah, they're big, huge horses, giant horses. No wonder the Trojans had a giant horse. They also own condoms for Roots Calhoun. Okay, that's a weird joke. Yeah, I take that back. Anyways, Waffle House fight. This these funny video titles. But would you moan for Super Mario 64 Coca-Cola? Okay, which one's Spirit? I bet it's not this one. But yeah, let's see this. As long as it's not National Geographic, that's copyright.
Dogs have probably had a bigger effect on humanity than any other animal. But horses are a very close second. We nearly pushed them to extinction towards the end of the last ice age. But in time and through domestication, we came to appreciate and respect them. Over time, they came to be revered, with horse sacrifice being a tradition on parts of the Eurasian steppe, and some cultures combining with them, like in the case of the centaur. Beyond that, some mythological horses even hold places along with our gods, like the eight-legged Sleipnir or the winged Pegasus, serving as the mounts of the gods, or in some otter stories, their partners. While these are purely fictional inventions, horses of mythological proportion may have once lived across the plains of the northern hemisphere. Horse evolution is well understood.
4 horsemen.
So much so, it is often used in classes and textbooks to exemplify the process of evolution itself.
Zebra
The
fight.
progression from the small three-toed Eohippus to the hoofed modern horse is well documented in the fossil record, and many paleontologists have spent the entirety or large parts of their careers working solely on horse remains. This means that the intricacies and significance of any observable trait are well understood, meaning that even fragmentary clues can tell researchers quite a bit about the animal that they come from. In 1974, some fragments of a horse skeleton were discovered in the Yukon of Canada. Called the Old Crow specimen, it came from between 25,000 and 40,000 years ago. Based on the fragments, which included a tooth and a number of bones from the legs, it was around 780 kilograms, or over 1,700 pounds. Far from unheard of for a domestic horse, but larger than most. Later in 1990, paleontologists in the Soviet Union described the discovery of a metapodial, a bone from near the end of the leg. Discovered in northeast Siberia, it is thought to come from the early Pleistocene, and based on the dimensions, it was estimated to reach 833 kilos, or 1,840 pounds. This is the size of a modern draft horse, and is about 1,200 pounds heavier than the only population of living wild horses, the Przewalski's horse. However, it probably wouldn't be built
Horse,
like a draft horse. Draft horses are specifically bred to be squat and heavily muscled in order to move heavy objects. They are not ideally built for the wild. Wild horses of the Ice Age would have a larger frame than draft horses of equal weight, and would probably have a coat more like that of a Przewalski's horse, with thicker fur and a shorter, stiffer mane. Another specimen of a large lower leg bone was found in the Anza Barengo Desert of Southern California and was described in 1974. It dated to somewhere around 2 million years ago and was slightly larger, indicating an individual which was around 870.
My mom, she passed away. She had cancer, so don't talk shit about her. I love my mom, and I'm sad that she,
70 kilograms or 1,920 pounds. Back near the 1990 discovery, under the cold plains of Siberia, another skeleton was discovered in the same year. This one was in the Kuznets Basin, and is thought to come from the early to middle Pleistocene. Its dimensions suggest an animal between 950 and 1,000 kilograms, or up to 2,200 pounds, heavier than most draft horses, and far larger than a modern wild horse. In Pleistocene Siberia, it would have lived alongside animals like the cave bear and woolly rhinos, as well as many hunter-gatherer groups. However, none of these compared to a horse tooth which was discovered in Southern California over 100 years ago in 1902. This tooth was identified as a molar, but was 20% larger than that of a modern draft horse, and is estimated to come from an individual which could have gotten as large as 3,500 pounds. This is heavier than the heaviest draft horse ever recorded by hundreds of pounds, and is larger than a black rhino. It would have stood over 7.5 feet tall at the shoulder, where a domestic horse is a little over 5.4. This tooth was used to dubiously name a species, Equus gigantus, but given that this is the only known evidence, most paleontologists agree that there's not enough evidence to determine a species yet. Whatever it looked like, it would have lived in late Pleistocene North America around 12,000 years ago, alongside a plethora of other megafaunal species. Large herbivores included ground sloths, giant bison, and many ungulates, as well as some rarer mammoths, mastodons, and giant camels. Carnivores included animals like the giant American lion, direwolves, and possibly the giant short-faced bear, and Smilodon fatalis. While it would have been gigantic compared to modern horses, it actually would have been of a similar size and weight to some of the other animals in its environment, like the giant bison. The predators it had to deal with too, like the American lion and the short-faced bear, were a lot larger than those around today, and this may have played a role in their large size. They also would have shared this environment with people. Hunter-gatherer groups, who like they did all other megafauna, probably would have tried hunting these gigantic horses, although their size, speed, and somewhat high intelligence certainly wouldn't have made this easy.
There's still are giant horses, though. We'll have to look it up once, because I've seen giant horses in like fairs and stuff. They're bred differently. They become giant. I'm not saying that. I'm pretty sure I've seen a giant horse before. Or maybe that's just a Michigan thing. I don't know what. I don't know why I see giant horses. I see giant horses, yes, in a fair one time. So
can be identified as belonging to horses and can be used to approximate size and robusticity. It doesn't tell us much beyond that. We can make some guesses about coloration based on living equids, with them being generally brown, white, and orange, with stripe patterns being present in some species. But beyond that, everything is left to the imagination. These giant equid species, if they were real, and these weren't fluke fossils from abnormal individuals, would have been very rare. Isolated herds on the high steppes, or even lonely individuals finding company with other smaller equids. While it is possible, as I said before, that they come from abnormally mutated individuals of a normally sized species, that is very unlikely. When an animal dies, the chances of preservation are very low, and the chances that they come from an already incredibly rare individual is vastly smaller. That said, if somehow they were from extraordinary individuals, I think that would be even cooler. To those normal individuals around them, they would be like the gods in our mythology, individual aberrations that only appear once in many lifetimes. Speaking of gods, many ancient peoples had a relationship with the animals around them beyond being a source of food and a threat. Cave art, sculptures, and other fragments have indicated that some hunter-gatherer groups revered, respected, or saw animals as symbols. How the people who lived alongside these giant horses saw them is unknown, but they probably would have been uniquely impressive animals, and they may have been worshipped, or at the very least, respected and feared. Most later traditions surrounding horses were probably born from our relationship to them as domestic animals, but it is possible that some aspects were carried on from our ancient relationships, and otherwise, our attitudes towards horses may be in part shaped by the instincts we adopted from living around them, inspiring great and powerful horses like we see in our mythology. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Have a good day, everyone.
All right, I gotta go, people. It's been real, y'all. I'm getting tired. I'm pretty sure everybody else is getting tired. Horse fight over Earth. Yes, that'd be cool. Horses fighting for planet Earth. Anyhow, I gotta go. It's been awesome. It's been cool. But I'm getting tired. Everybody else is probably sleepy as well, maybe. So I gotta get some sleep too. Starting to stay up all night, that's bad for some people's health. So I gotta go. See you later, everybody. See you later. Have a nice whatever, blah blah. So yep.